Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to Cocktails. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Holiday Cock. The ingredients you need is some Grey Goose vodka, pineapple juice, Aperol, fresh lime juice, simple syrup, and passion fruit syrup. And I just always say like a shot of everything. They have milliliters on here, milliliters on here. I'm just going to say a shot of all of those things. You're going to add all the ingredients into an ice-filled cocktail shaker. Shake and strain into a rocks glass with a large ice cube. Garnish with a pineapple and a lime wedge. That's the Holiday Cock. That sounds refreshing. And I'm not even a vodka drinker for real.
You know what? When I like, when I get a mixed drink, I like vodka the best to mix it. Like with a bunch of different stuff. Because I feel like the vodka flavor, I need some other shit in there. I don't want to just taste vodka. But like tequila, a hint of lemonade, a little lime juice, that's fine.
Whatever Aperol is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I've had it in stuff too. I don't know. I don't have it at my house. I know that much. Anyway, welcome back to Cocktails Dirty Discussions, you guys. What's been up?
We back. I went to LA this past weekend.
How was it?
It was so much fun, Kiki. Like, I love LA. It's
Me
just
too.
a vibe. As soon as you touch down in LA, I mean, I guess it depends on what you're going for. But like, for me, every time I touch down, I just feel like I don't have bills. I don't have issues. I don't have problems. It's just like, everything's great.
Mode.
Like, could I live there? Fuck no. But like, I love to just go and visit and turn up. And the times that I've been to LA, I never really get to go to like clubs and stuff.
Oh, really?
And we went to a club. We went to Warwick.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun. I got to reunite with some of, we call each other the Ho Hut, the single ladies from Temptation Island season 2. And we just had such a great time. It was just a fun time in LA. It was just fun, man.
How long were you there?
I was there from Friday morning to Sunday evening.
Oh, okay. That's a nice little trip.
Nice little trip. It feels good to get away and get you some airline points, some mileage points, not on your dime.
Especially because that's some real miles. That's all the way on the other side of the country. That's
Yes,
a long
ma'am.
ass flight too. I'll be drunk by the time I land in LA.
Well, I drank a little bit, and I watched The Lion King. Did you ever see The Lion King? Like, I wasn't in a super, I know I love Beyonce, but I wasn't in a super rush to go see it because I didn't hear the greatest reviews. And while it was alarming hearing her voice as Nala, like, it was. She was like,
because it sounds like Beyonce.
Simba, the lions need you, Simba. The movie was really good. I was actually crying.
You did?
I cried. I don't know if I was drunk or not, but I was crying.
I think I got a little teary-eyed at certain points, and then I was thinking about the cartoon movie. And because I already know the story, it really is sad. Fuck Scar.
Well,
He's such a bitch.
But you know what? The story really is like a real life story. When you're a kid, you don't really understand it. But watching like Disney movies as an adult, like Simba had to go on his own journey. And that's really what it was about. And then, you know, he met these amazing people on his journey. But then it was like, you had to go. It always goes back to family and where your heart. I was on that plane really crying. I was like, Simba, we need you, Simba.
Oh my God. Lions. Are you ready, Lions? Are you with me, Lions?
It sounded like formation.
Like, who wrote this line? That was the line that really fucked it up for me.
I was really like, it sounded like Beyonce was about to perform. Y'all, we love Beyonce. Don't come for us. We do. But it was like alarming. Lions, attack. Loved it though. It was a great movie. I shed a tear, and I was like, Mufasa is fine.
He is. It's something. Well, first of all, he's the king. He's run shit. And then he's just like strong. And when his brother tried him and his brother was like, I mean, I'm the brains, but you're the brawn. I was like, well, people like brawn. And he's not stupid. So don't play him like you're just a sneaky bitch.
Yeah.
That's what you are, Scar. And that's why your mane is mangy.
Bitch ass Scar.
Fur looks like he got fleas.
You all skinny, ain't been eating.
Okay. Trying to eat little bugs and mice and birds while they're over there feasting on real meat. And that's the way it should be.
What you been up to? Age time is going down.
Well, yeah. So I went back to Houston. My little sister turned 20.
Wow.
It's just, I say this all the time, and I know y'all are sick of me, but it's just so crazy watching them grow up because, like being younger, like in high school, it felt like those were my little babies, like my brother and sister, because the age gap is so big. And then my mom is always like, you need to do this with your sister, do this with your sister. I'm like, do you realize how far apart in age we are? I love hanging out with her, but there's a huge age difference. And I really feel like even though they both know that me and Mallory are their older sisters, it's more like we're aunties, like young aunties. It's not the same. Like their relationship is so different than how our relationship is with them. And I get it. And anyway, so we got to hang out. She's doing this photography class. So we got to take I got to take some pictures, and she's really creative. So we did that, and then we went to this cafe and we were just talking about her future, hanging out. I went to some clubs. I guess my story looked really exciting because everybody was like, you was out turned up. I was like, was I? I guess I was a little bit. Then I had friends from here who were in town, linked up with some friends in Houston. We did go out a lot. Drake was in town.
Did you see him? Did you give him my number? See, I can't do this.
You gotta come to Houston. You hate Houston, but you gotta come because he's always there. It was somebody's birthday.
Whose birthday was it?
Jazz Prince. So apparently there was a private party Saturday night at the address, and then Sunday at the address, Jazz Prince was doing his birthday party there. But all night they kept saying that he was going to be there. And he wasn't there. And just, you know, like when you're at a club and people think a real celebrity is coming through, how everybody wants to be in that section. It was just full of niggas. And I was like, you dick sucking niggas, like get back. Why are y'all over here? You can't even breathe good.
It's the main ones. Okay? They talk about us.
They really do. But it was full of men. There were girls trying to get up there, and men are stepping on people's toes. We were up there at first, and then it was like, no, we're moving because this is too much. We got other friends. We're gonna sit and drink somebody else's liquor because we're never even gonna get to the bottle at this point. But it was a good time. I was up all night, all day, all night Sunday. My flight was at 5:45 a.m. on Monday. Ooh. So I took a nap in the car on my way back from getting tacos after the club, and I had to go straight to work. It was just a rough day.
That's gonna be me on Friday because I'm going to New York this Thursday at the crack of booty morning.
Ooh.
And I am literally coming back on the crack of booty morning on Friday, and I know I'm gonna be lit and just, you know, we just already preparing yourself for like, I'm gonna be tired.
Yeah, like maybe Wednesday I don't know if I'm asleep or if I'm just start caffeinating my body in advance.
Like it's definitely gonna be one of those
vitamins.
Days for lunch. It's gonna be a nap.
Yeah.
In the car.
Okay, but yeah, that was my weekend. I had a really good time. I'm ready to go back.
I know that's right.
Okay, so this week for Weird Sex, I have this story about a New Jersey man who was charged after a woman died during a night of rough sex in the car.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Rough sex?
I mean, how rough are y'all getting is what I want to know. But anyway, this 21-year-old man was arrested and charged with reckless manslaughter for the death of a 19-year-old woman following a night of rough sex after a Halloween party. See, people was doing Halloween for too damn long. They was doing it for like 2.5 weeks. They shouldn't have done that. Okay, anyway, it was reported that the cops found this woman dead early Saturday, November 2nd, in her car on the roof of a parking garage alongside an 18-story high-rise. Officials shared that she left a Halloween party with a man named Michael Gaffney, who is currently the main suspect. Authorities said that police interviewed Gaffney, who apparently told them that the woman had lost consciousness while they were having sex in her car on the garage's top level. He also told police that they had taken prescription medication prior to the incident. Y'all be doing too much. The autopsy revealed compression injuries to her neck.
Wow.
However, as of right now, it's not immediately clear if Garcia died from rough car sex or a drug overdose. Either way, her death had been deemed suspicious. Gaffney was ordered to be held without bail at the Bergen County Jail and is pending an appearance at the Central Judicial Processing Court in Hackensack, New Jersey. And now his family and or friends have started a GoFundMe for him. I want to know what happened.
I want to know what happened either. But that's also why, you know how sometimes we talk about some of the crazy, crazy sex things, like that bondage shit where it's like extreme. I would just be mortified if that's how I went out. And like,
And they put her name in the story, but I didn't want to say it. I wouldn't want my name attached to
like,
this.
y'all, look, I'm a little freak. I got a little too freaky and I passed.
Okay. And then to say, I don't know if it was rough sex or I OD'd. It's just like,
now it's
what
just
a way
lot
to go.
going on.
It is. I hope that this man didn't really do anything on purpose. Hopefully it was the overdose that got her there, not him, because that's a shitty way or a shitty reason to go to jail or get any sort of probation or whatever, because they did say manslaughter. So, you know, whew, good luck to you, sir. And let the truth come out.
And let the truth come out.
Okay, so this week, you guys, we are going to do an episode full of cocktails.
Because we got a lot from y'all.
But if you ain't got a buck, I won't cup 'em. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuck 'em. Back to the point, is it some cash in this place? If it is, I'll probably stick the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe, was a hoe, was a.
And we got some cocktail. You are telling your cocktail, right? A real one? Okay. That shy nod. Now you didn't hear her say it, but if you watching the video, you know she nodded yes. So I'm gonna be on her if she tries not to do it. Anyway, yeah, y'all sent us a lot of cocktails. So we just picked out a bunch of random ones. And then we'll share ours at the end, and we'll still do advice and indecisive Diana and everything. Make sure if you have a cocktail that you want to send us, you send it to cocktales.atl@gmail.com. Okay, you want to go first?
That's my boyfriend, y'all. That was Bae. Come so they can see Bae again. He likes to run from me sometimes.
He does. Okay. You got your cocktail up?
Okay. I'm actually going to read this one that I printed out last week and forgot to read. Okay. So this one says, love y'all's show. Learned about it from Horrible Decisions. After they mentioned it 3 times, I had to listen.
Yes, you did.
You had to. Thanks, y'all. Mm-hmm. Medina, I want to scissor you so fucking bad.
Oh my God, I read this one.
You did?
Not on the show, but I read the email.
Kiki, I just want to kiss you and squeeze on your ass and your titties and maybe see a pussy pic. Anyway, I'm going to make this as short as possible. I fucked this male dancer as a joke once, but then he turned out to be a really good person. I ended up fucking with him for 8 years on and off. I met him when I was 18. Anyway, this girl that tipped him wanted to fight me when she saw me at the club one night. But like 2 weeks after that, he kept telling me she said hi. I thought he was being funny. I thought he was being funny the first time, but he kept saying it. I was so confused. The third time he said she wanted to talk to me. He said it wasn't no beef and she liked me. He called her one day and she was over wanting to fight me. Oh, she was over wanting to fight me. She said she just was mad because she ain't know who I was. He told her to come over. She came over and he laid on the bed with his hands behind his head. Like he was the man. So I said, oh, you think you the man? Okay, I'm gonna start with her then. So I ate her pussy. I rode him and showed out. She rode him and I was laughing in my head because she ain't have shit on me. Swinging her short ass hair trying to be sexy.
It was probably short.
It was probably real short. Like it wasn't even swinging. I threw it back. She threw it back. And of course, I did it better because I used to be a dancer. Plus, my ass was fatter than hers. Anyway, we did what we did throughout the threesome and went to sleep. He woke up to go somewhere and she was leaving. When she got up, I noticed it was some blood in the bed. Ooh. She kept trying to make me stand up and hug her, but I kept telling her just to bend down and hug me. She finally did and left. He had roommates. I grabbed the sheets and hoped his friends ain't see me dragging bloody sheets to the bathroom. Thankfully, it rinsed off easily with no traces. Put the fan on the sheets and prayed he ain't come until it dried. Luckily, it dried by the time he got back. They don't know this happened to this day. This was from 2009. Hope you enjoyed my cocktail. I'm just shocked that you were able to get the blood out of the sheets.
If you sprinkle salt, wet it a little bit, sprinkle some salt on there, like a bunch of salt, like cake it up, let it sit for a little while, rinse it with cold water, then wash it, you can get the blood out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I've had a very heavy flow and had some accidents in my day, so I had to learn some tricks. But yeah, okay. Next cocktail. Hey, Kiki. Hey, Medina. I love y'all so much. I listen every week and tune in every day for the IG live lunch with my coworkers. Thanks, girl.
You really got and you really be eating your lunch.
Yeah, that's my lunchtime. Okay. I titled this Womp. There it is, because I want the tag team back again. Oh, woo. Maybe it's what you meant. Woo. There it is. I used to love that song. Okay. Y'all listen, this guy I've known for years just recently started flirting hard. We've gone out a couple of times, hung out at the house, nothing major. We were meeting up at this bar his friend owns one night. Okay. Get there, he has a mutual friend with him. The bar's closed. I guess it was slow and the owner closed early. I'm pissed. I got dressed, had my curls popping and looking cute. I say I'm going home. He gives me that call me when you make it line as per usual. But his friend, he's like, I'm going with her. I side-eye my guy. He looks at his friend. They turn to me and ask, that's cool? Kanye shrug. Why not? They follow me home. We're kicking it, laughing, talking, drinking. My guy starts fingering my pussy right there in front of his friend. He takes his fingers out, licks them like he finished a 6-wing lemon pepper mild sauce, then asks his friend if he wanted a taste. Pearls clutched. And you guessed it, friend said, hell yeah. We go to the room. At this point, they tag teamed the fuck out of eating my pussy. Never seen anything like it. Child, they were tapping in and tapping out, coaching each other on moves. What? Hell, they even told me in angles they even held me in angles so the other could get to the right spot. Swoon. I came 11 times. I was floating. I slept so good, trembling legs and all. Whew. I think I'm about to make a call. Love y'all. Kissy face.
Let me tell you something. First of all, I just envisioned that, and I've never been the type of woman that wants to get fucked by 2 dudes. You know how we always talk about that? I just never really wanted that. Yeah. The way that I was picturing that story, that sounded so sexy. I was just imagining one of the dudes holding her legs back.
While because I just like being touched by a man, period.
Oh my God, I love being touched by a man.
So one of them can hold you up, and then the other one can be eating your pussy, and then they can switch, and then they can help each other, and then they can be like, okay, that's not a good play. This is what you need to do, and it gets better.
And that leg tremble ain't no joke, because here's the deal. Everybody cannot make your legs tremble.
They can't. That's a special skill.
Yeah, that's a special. When somebody makes that leg tremble, I mean, you for a moment think about paying their bills.
Yeah, for a quick moment.
It's a fleeting thought. Quick. Like, it's not going to happen.
I have thought about it.
I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Thought about what you need, baby.
Okay. Are you hungry? I know we just ate, but are you hungry? You got groceries?
Yeah.
If not, I'll go get some.
And would you like some cultured food? You want me to make some Thai food? Maybe
Do you
some orange
have
chicken?
a special request?
Yeah.
Because I can fulfill it.
Steamed rice. I can make sushi.
As long as my legs will hold up. Because I'm going to need to sit for a minute. I actually need a nap. Can we cuddle? I'm in love.
What you trying to do? Like, I'm ready for whatever you need, bro. Okay.
I don't want nothing like that in a while.
I don't think I can handle anything like that right now, because I would have been looking at both of them like, do y'all want to all get married? I'm prepared to tell my parents that I love both of y'all. What was the subject for that? Because I didn't hear it, just so I don't read it again.
Whoop, there it is.
Oh, I don't even see it.
WHOOMP. I might have archived it already.
Okay, cool. Okay, so this one, which one do I want to read? Okay, let's do... This cocktail is called Deep Throater, Who Knows It All.
Oh, okay.
So she says, Hey ladies, I've been telling Kiki and the coworkers that I would write this cocktail in for a while now. So let's get straight to it. Okay. There's no details left behind, so it may be a little lengthy. I broke up with the devil himself back in 2015. Y'all have great writing skills. Like,
I should have wrote my cocktail out so it would sound like y'all's, because it's just going to be me trying to remember details. Oh, well.
I had been with him since I was 19 and he was 24 when I kicked his ass to the curb. I felt like I wasted my prime hoe years on a bum.
Damn.
I hate that feeling. By the time 2016 rolled around, I was ready to redeem myself. I had the perfect hotation going for quite some time. Fast forward to August of 2016, I threw a house party and my cousin invited a few of his friends. I began to vibe with one of them. Let's call him Jay for the sake of privacy. Jay and I exchanged numbers and began dating. He's an accountant, an alpha, and has the generic appearance of how you would think a nice, young, black professional would look. Not intimidating at all, right? Well, I was fooled. She put the hand claps. After the third date, I felt it was time to give him my flower power. We went back to my place and began kissing, rubbing, and all that good stuff. My king bed at the time sat really high up. He pulled me to the edge of the bed and kissed me deeply while pulling my panties off from underneath my dress. He then dropped to his knees, wrapped his arms between both thighs, and pulled me closer to the edge and began to devour my pearl. His big, juicy lips wrapped around my pussy as he tongue-fucked me. Almost sent me to the gates of heaven, y'all. I fell back on the bed in an attempt to catch my breath. I could hear him undo his zipper and his belt buckle hit my authentic hardwood floors. I sat up.
Authentic. Want us to know it wasn't plywood or laminate.
Like, look, these are some real hardwood. I sat up to return the oral favor, and to my surprise, it was an anaconda looking back at me.
Oh, Lord.
Bitch, it was the longest, thickest dick I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I'd be scared.
I internally asked myself what I had gotten into, but it was too late to turn back. I attempted to suck his dick. It was so massive that I couldn't comfortably fit it in my mouth. I hate that feeling. You feel like you're scraping them with your teeth. Mm-hmm. I could feel I could feel the corners of my lips start to tear from being stretched so far. Ooh. It just would not fit. Because when you get them little lip tears, it's hard. It takes a minute for them to go and it hurts.
Yeah. Drink the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Lemons.
It just wouldn't fit. So I sucked up and down the sides and licked the tip for a minute in an attempt to give him some sort of oral pleasure. That should have been where it stopped, but it didn't. She put a cry face. We actually tried to fuck. Why would I do that, y'all? He broke my pussy, y'all. Ooh. After he eased it in as best he could, there was a good 11 strokes before I said, I can't take this no more. It hurt so bad. I'm positive I got a punctured kidney from the shit going so deep inside of me. After I waved the white flag, he pulled out and it looked like a murder scene. There was blood all over the condom. He broke my pussy.
Oh my God.
Surprisingly, we continued to date after that. We tried to fuck 2 more times only to get the same results, a bloody mess, and me walking like a man who had just been kicked in the balls for 3 days. Our little fires slowly burned out. I got into a relationship at the end of 2016, and that lasted until the end of 2018. That brings us to 2019. While out with my cousin, he asked if I wanted to go with him to Jay's housewarming. I accepted the invitation. By the time we arrived, it had turned into a full-blown kickback. When we finally found Jay, he was in the room, passed out drunk. I sat at the foot of the bed while conversing with other guests who were in the room. Jay's friend came and poured water on him in an attempt to wake him up for more partying. When that didn't work, they pulled him out of the bed and onto the floor. He was still out of it, and we left. Where's this going? A few days later, my cousin told me that Jay asked if he had seen me in his room or if he was dreaming. I must admit, he got even more fine over the years. So I told my cousin to give him my contact information with no hesitation. Jay texted me and we made plans for a date shortly after. All I could think about is how I went out like a punk ass bitch in our previous encounters. My mama didn't raise no bitch. So that was all the motivation I needed to restore my reputation. When the night of the date came, he asked that I meet him at his house and he'd drive to the restaurant. I took 4 she orgasms.
I just took 3.
Did you really? Yo, Kiki really, let me see the bottle real quick. Kiki really just popped some she. What? That was an ad. That was an authentic ad right there. These are sex
You know
pills.
what? We're reading cocktails. Let me see what my phone gonna be hitting like tonight.
Look. Okay. So she goes, when the night of the date came, he asked me to meet him at his house. He would drive to the restaurant. I took 4 she orgasm pills and a shot of Don Julio to mentally prepare myself for what was to come once at his house. He went to grab his keys, get in the car. Oh, wait, he went to grab his keys. I kicked off my shoes, walked to the couch and told him, I'm fine with chilling here. What about the date? He said. I answered, look, I only have 2 goals tonight. To be able to take that dick and to suck your soul out your motherfucking body, Jay. Jay was surely taken aback. 2 shots of Hennessy later, I led him to the bedroom. The she orgasms had my clit feeling like I could cum from a feather rubbing across it.
Okay, because sometimes if your jeans too tight and they rub the clit wrong or right, depending on how you look at it, you be at work like...
And juices were literally running down my legs, y'all, just like that. Just like before, he always started sex with giving me some bomb-ass head. Yes. Well, he has to because he's about to rip your body open.
He is.
After I exploded in his mouth, I was ready to mark off my checklist. He laid on his back and I slowly slid down on his massive dick. To my surprise, I was in no pain. Once I found a rhythm, I rode his dick like I was in the rodeo competing for the national grand prize. This wasn't normal riding, y'all. Honestly, there was little passion, just pure fucking. I fucked that nigga and felt damn good about it. Moans began to escape his mouth, inserting a Medina moan. And before I knew it, he was pulling me off of him just before a cum shot out of the tip of his dick. I gave him a minute to collect himself, but made sure he knew I wasn't done. Shortly afterwards, I climbed on top of him and began kissing him all over, starting from his forehead, and working my way down to his humongous dick. Being face to face with it again gave me flashbacks to 2016. I mentally told myself that I am a strong black woman powered by she orgasms. And there's no dick, I said no dick, that can take me down. I began to eagerly suck his dick, my mouth salivating with each motion. I gave him the sloppiest head I could, sucking in my chest just enough to give the perfect amount of tension against my tongue being wrapped around his dick. I hit his ass with a two-hand twist, deep throating his dick with plenty of room to wrap both my hands around it and squeeze every single baby out of it. I felt his dick begin to pulsate. In my head, I'm saying, yes, queen. Yes, you did that. You did it. I'm trying to finish him off. So I put that dick as far back in my throat as humanly possible. Mm-hmm. Before I knew it, you said, mm-hmm. He said it like okay.
I know that's right, sister.
Before I knew it, he was coming and the shit shot out of my nose.
What?
Both nostrils, y'all. I screamed out, what the fuck? He's confused and sits up asking, what's wrong? It's coming out of my fucking nose. It's coming out of my nose. I screamed. I had a full-on breakdown, screaming, hyperventilating, and damn near crying. Here I am trying to be captain fuck a nigga and end up with a nose full of cum. Needless to say, the night was over after that. I left feeling a little embarrassed, but proud as fuck, telling myself, you took that dick, girl, while giving myself a pat on the back. I know this was long. Thanks for reading it. I love y'all always. The Dallas show was everything. And Medina, I can't wait to continue watching you take these niggas on Temptation Island. Congrats again, girl. Sincerely, backed up sinuses from backing that ass up.
You took it like a G, girl. I'm glad because what would I do?
First of all, she probably smelled cum for at least 3 days.
It had to.
Yes.
Your nose is all fucked up.
And she probably kind of drowned a little bit. That's thick. But let's talk about really quick.
I'm really just picturing this. Okay, let's talk about what.
I am too. Like, did it shoot out like a snot shot?
Or was it like you just felt it running like blood?
And you kind of couldn't breathe a little.
Or was it just like, oh my God, I'm about to die. And who's going to tell my mother I died during sex?
That's a big ass dick. And the fact that she could even get it that far in her throat to where it linked up into her nose.
I wonder what her breathing pattern was like.
She said that she was not really breathing. She said she sucked in just enough so she could just get everything in her mouth. She was really dedicated.
Fuck that. I be trying to breathe because I'm like, I can't pass out in here. That's going to be so fucking embarrassing. I cannot do it.
Fucking somebody with a humongous dick like that. Well, sometimes you don't know when you get down there and it is.
Yeah, you're not going to just pussy out.
You're not going to pussy out. But when she talks about like trying to stuff it in her vagina, it really is. You have to... When a dick is that big, you have to be in certain angles so it can find a different hallway.
A different hallway? Or just a different angle?
like sometimes
how many hallways you got?
Sometimes I feel like I have a middle hallway and then you can also turn to the right. and there's a little closet, and then, or you could turn to the left and there's another room that is slightly larger than the little closet to the right.
Okay.
And you just have to learn how to maneuver it to fit it in. Sometimes it can't just go down that hallway.
Especially if his dick is curved.
Yeah.
Then you really got to when they're curved, I like to go and lay on a certain side that I feel like mine is a little curved too on the inside maybe. Cause it does, cause sometimes when they get back there and they hit that cervix, it's like, okay, sir. Now I'm not about to be I'll be like, woo! Hold on. Now, wait a minute. You're knocking at the wrong door. I need you to back it on up. You can't go that deep. I already told you my vagina is shallow. Like, let's chill out and let's try it another way.
For me, I have to get on top, sit down, and have one knee down and one leg up like this.
One knee down. And wait, and you do what?
I gotta be like
on top?
Y'all aren't gonna see it, but I'm just gonna do this for you. I gotta be like this.
To be on top of him? I never tried it like that. I'm gonna try that because that'll give you a little bit of push so you can get up high and don't hurt your knees.
Spreads you out just a little more so you're not feeling that heavy pain. And then I be feeling bad for niggas that got really big old dicks because how do you ever just fuck somebody and they're not running from you or don't want to fuck you no more?
I think you gotta find somebody who likes pain because then that becomes pleasurable for them. And I feel like all y'all that be loving talking about these big ass dicks y'all be taking it's so big and it's just tearing up my insides and I just love it. I'm like, yeah, bitch, you into some pain and shit. I
do like a little pain.
Just a little bit, but not too much. Not from a big dick. I like pain from another way. Maybe you can like gently choke me. And when I say stop, that means stop. We don't have time for code words, safe words. Stop. Stop.
And I want to be able to say it.
I can't breathe. Hands up. I can't breathe. Hold on.
Calm down.
You're going to be on first 48 in a minute. And this is not going to be a good story. But it sounds like you had a good time. I wonder if she was upside down. Somebody asked that.
Maybe. There's no way.
No, when she was sucking his dick.
How do you suck dick upside down?
Like you could be laying on the bed, but laying on your back and have your back over the edge of the bed. So then your head is upside down. And he could be standing in front of you. You never tried that?
I've actually never tried that.
Or he could be like on top of you on the bed. And I think that angle helps my neck stretch out so it can go a little bit further back.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Try it, girl. Huh. See how it goes. Stretch. Maybe visit the chiropractor first.
Excel in that.
You don't?
I like to be in all the control when I'm giving head. Like, because I don't like when you can just like jam it in my throat.
Yeah, because then it's like, okay, we're about to move, and I start moving erratically. Like, I'm not trying to get hurt. Okay. Next one. The subject line is craziest best night of my life. Okay. Hey, ladies, please keep me anonymous. I love your podcast. I'm a new listener, and I'm hooked. Do I have a cocktail for you? I hope so. So I had this little situationship going on with this guy that I liked a whole lot. We had amazing sex and he really pulled my sexy out of me. I would send sexy ass news to him and sex was always hot and heavy. But emotionally, he was unavailable, which caused most of the problems with us. One day we got into it about how all we do is have sex. No dates, no nothing. That's because y'all were fuck buddies. But okay. We didn't see each other for 3 weeks after the argument. I was at my friend's house one night getting drunk when I decided I was tired of arguing and I needed some dick. I sent him a text letting him know I wanted to apologize with my mouth. No response.
Oh, that's rude.
I would be so hurt. Okay, but there's more. There's more. So maybe, okay. I didn't think nothing of it because it was late. So I decided to pop up. Oh, bitch, you crazy. So I decided to pop up on some spontaneous shit and show him I was serious. He lived in a gated community apartments, but I knew his code.
See, that's why you can't. I'm so glad I have a concierge. Y'all not just popping up on me.
Okay. So I knew his code. When I saw his car, me and my pussy got excited. When I got to his door, something told me to see if it was unlocked before knocking, and it was. Okay, I'm gonna just keep reading. Okay, I walked into his room and opened his door. There he was, laid up with some bitch. Duh! I couldn't believe my eyes. I was so shocked. Okay, I turned around and walked away. When I finally came to my senses and went back upstairs, his front door was locked. Yeah, I was heartbroken. He called me 15 minutes later to come back so we could talk, and like a dummy, I did.
I mean, girl, we all probably would have, to be honest.
Okay, he sat in my face trying to convince me he didn't fuck her and then tried to have sex with me after I caught him red-handed. Well, where did she go? Whatever. Okay, I knew he thought I was dumb as fuck and I had never felt so damn disrespected. You did walk in there. Okay, I started crying.
Did pop up after he didn't respond.
Okay, but I started crying and he told me I had to go. Oh, Lord, this is getting worse and worse. I couldn't believe he was treating me like this. He wouldn't even look at me after I started crying. After leaving his house, I got a "you up" text from a guy I grew up with that I had been flirting with lately. It was like the sex gods was like, "We got you, girl." I drove straight to his house. When I walked into his room, it was so sexy. The lights were dimmed and it was clean. LOL. I immediately kissed him and it felt so good. He kissed and devoured my body. The sex felt so good. I don't know if it was because it was revenge sex or what, but it was the craziest, best night of my life. Here, I won't say your Instagram because you want to be anonymous. I did not think that story was going to go like that.
I'm a little confused. Wait, so she still went back and fucked him? Or was
a different dude that ended up texting her later. So she was like, the sex gods answered and was just like, "We got you, girl," and sent her some dick. And so she went over there and fucked him and it was amazing. Well, I'm glad that ended great because you definitely did break into that nigga's house and then got mad because he was laid up with somebody, but you already knew it was a situationship and you hadn't talked in 3 weeks. Please don't do that again, but thank you for sending that in.
I was a little confused about when she walked, and maybe I missed it, when she walked into the house, did no one say anything? She just walked in, saw them laid up, and turned around and left?
She walked into his bedroom, saw him laid up, and turned around and left. And then he hit her later.
Wow. At least, you know what, girl? You should also be proud of yourself because you have amazing self-control. To walk in and see that and you just
Everybody did.
A lot. Yeah, everybody had some great self-control. Y'all are good people. Because I feel like a lot of girls will walk up in there and just start fighting, even though that's not your man.
Yeah.
Or even the dude might have jumped in like, well, how the fuck did you get in? Everybody was just like...
That's what I thought was going to happen. And that's why I was going to be crazy. And then I thought he was going to be like, well, come on. And it was going to be a threesome. That's really how I thought the story was going to end. Like, I mean, what else do you do when you walk into a room and you see some people laid up if you're not fighting? I definitely did not think it was going to be a turnaround. And, like, you don't even live there, sis.
They must meditate. Let me ask you this, Kiki. Have you ever broken into somebody's house that you were fucking with?
Broken? No.
Or just, wiggled the handle and you're like, well, it's unlocked. I guess I'm supposed to be here.
Now, they may have given me a key and I just went over there, but I feel like if I got the key, I can come and go as I please. Okay. You gave it to me. I didn't steal the key. And nothing like that happened. Okay. Now, I have been escorted out before, but I've been woken up and escorted out by somebody's fiance. I told that story a long time ago.
She was like, you need to go.
Well, she was like, it's time to go. But I didn't know it was a fiance. She was to me, she was too calm. Like, you walked to your fiance's house and saw a naked girl lying in the bed with her.
Was that their relationship though? Like, did they come out later?
I don't know where the fuck that bitch came from. And she was gone shortly thereafter. So I don't know what their relationship was. I really feel like it was for financial gain on her behalf, which I get. Get your money, sis. But it was just strange to me that she didn't flip out. And it was weird. It was just very weird. I'll never understand that. And I don't know where she went or what happened to her. May God rest her soul.
Oh my God. Wow. People really be out here
just living a very interesting life.
Okay.
Next one.
The next one. Cokehead cocktail.
Oh.
As I sniffle. I love when people send pictures of themselves. Hey,
Me
girl.
too.
Okay, so this one, the subject is Cokehead cocktail. Hey, ladies. I'm sending this email via my coworker's email. So don't say her name, but you could call me Delicious. Kiki, we met at the food trucks a few months ago back at Woodruff Park and took a pic together.
I remember.
Anyway, let me get into it. So, this past weekend, my old dick hit me up wanting to hang out. He's been curving me for a while now because he's all in his feelings. I'm having a hot girl summer. Shaking my head. Niggas. Anyway, we meet up at this cute little date spot and we're chilling, having a good time. And he goes to the restroom. When he returns, he says, hey, you remember I do drugs, right? That's so awkward. Like, who does that? Who just comes back like, hey, you do remember I do crack? Confused, I go, yeah. And this nigga proceeded to do a line of coke. I just roll with it and we start to get more drinks. He suggests we go to Escobar for hookah and more drinks. I'm down, so we roll. While we're there, we're getting drunk and all over each other. This nigga whips out my titty and starts sucking on it in the middle of the lounge. I would have been
Escobar is.
Bitch, did you do the coke too? Like, Again, I'm rolling with it. Because
I bet you was rolling in more ways than one, bitch.
Because, hey, I'm drunk too, Kanye shrugged. So I'm rubbing his dick and he's still sucking me down. We finally leave and we're waiting on my Uber at a gas station and he's begging to taste this pussy. Mind you guys, sis hasn't prepared for this evening and I keep telling him she's not ready. Guys, you gotta listen to women when they say this because it could be a lot of things. It could be 3 things. She's hairy. She really is not comfortable fucking and she doesn't have a wax. She's on her period and it's day 1. Or she has medication in. It's on the 5th day. It's, the cream.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this nigga don't care. He lays me down, rips my onesie shirt I was wearing, and proceeds to eat my hairy ass pussy in the parking lot of the gas station.
But y'all wasn't in no car?
They were at the gas station.
Because she was waiting on an Uber.
So I start to record him in the act. Sadly, we don't get to finish because my damn Uber showed up. Where the fuck were y'all? Like,
are y'all behind the dumpster?
Are y'all just at the like y'all in the chip line? Like, where y'all at?
Well, they were over there off Peter Street. One of the lights was probably out at the gas station.
And it's already homeless people walking around crazy, so wasn't nobody paying attention.
She had to be high.
My drunk
Molly or something.
Okay, so she goes, we didn't even finish because my damn Uber showed up and my drunk ass left to go home. He was, so you just left him? He was blowing up my phone telling me how good I tasted and how he missed me on his tongue. We definitely have to go out again. But then I realized I really got some coke head from this nigga. I would insert the video, but it's a little graphic. Have a good day, lady. Here's a pic of me below. Shout out to you because you look so innocent. You look so innocent. I love an innocent bitch that is really really just down for whatever. She was like, okay, cool. You got some heroin? Okay, like whatever you want to do. That's
Girl,
fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Just get it how you live then.
I hope he got home.
Okay. I hope so too. What if his phone died? Well, no, he was blowing up her phone. Maybe he caught a ride. I don't know. Okay. Hey, Kiki. Hey, Medina. My sister and I are huge fans of the podcast. Wait, is this what you just read? Old friend, new dick?
No.
Okay. My sister and I are huge fans of the podcast and came to the Dallas live show. Y'all are really our besties in our heads. But anyway, so I'm already knowing this may be a little lengthy, so I apologize in advance. But after a long sex drought and a lonely hot girl summer, I finally have a cocktail to share in the prime of Thottum. Okay, girl.
Come on, it's season.
Mm-hmm. So I went out this past weekend. I was looking real cute, fresh bob and style, face was beat. I went to brunch and pre-gamed for a few hours at a day party with my cousin and his friends and was convinced to go out later that night as well. So we get to the club, grab a couple drinks, do a walkthrough to see who all's in the building, and decide to set up shop near the bar for easy cocktail access. I'm drunk as fuck and my cousin and I are singing all the words to all the trap music. Like the drug dealers, we definitely are not. And out of the corner of my eye, I see a familiar face. We'll call him Mike. A little backstory. Mike and I have known each other closely since I was 19-20. I'm 28 now and have always thought of him to be attractive, but never acted on anything prior to this night. Why not? Oh, well. Okay. He walks over and gives me a tight, lingering hug and whispers in my ear that I was looking good. I know. And we chit chat. And we chit chat for a second. Fast forward to the end of the night. We're all waiting for our Ubers and I run into Mike again. We talk more as our Uber Black pulls up. Y'all love to stunt in the emails, but okay.
Uber Black. It wasn't just a Ford Focus.
Okay. Uber Black pulls up. Mike says, so you're going home with me? See, and I would have been like, yep. But this isn't about me. Okay. Now me being the respectful thought that I am, I smirked and said, hell yeah. We get in the car, catch up on old times, and arrive at his apartment. He pours me a glass of wine, gets his slow jams playing, and lay on his bed and get to talking. He leans in for a kiss, and it was perfect. It was on and popping. We're snatching each other's clothes off. He pushes me back on his bed and begins to eat my pussy back to life. It was all of the good types of nasty. The sucking, the licking, the spit. My legs are shaking. I came twice, back to back. And I returned the favor and hit him with a, yes, this is what you just read.
Did I?
Gawk, gawk, two-hand twist. You just said this. This was your first one.
But I archived it. So how'd you get it?
Because I already opened up a bunch of them.
Well, are you sure?
Yes.
Wait, what was the subject?
The subject says old friend, new dick.
That wasn't the subject unless she sent it
Maybe
twice.
she sent it twice. Or is this...
That was not the subject. It was something like... Hold on, because I know I'm not wrong.
Did she say a name, Mike?
No.
I wonder if she remakes her
didn't
story.
do that. And
because the other one, somebody said it's different because the other one didn't have a
name.
Uber Black. Okay,
yeah,
well,
maybe it's just a similar story.
Yeah, because I'm like, why does everybody know about the Glock 2-hand twist? Have you ever caught? He's having flashbacks. Okay, well, sorry. Okay, back to the Glock 2-hand twist. Where is it? Okay. First of all, I was provided a nice ponytail to hold my hair back, and we 69 for a bit.
This definitely ain't the same story. It's just similar.
I'm gonna keep reading it. First of all, I was provided a nice ponytail to hold my hair back, and we 69 for a bit. And at this point, Mike has me begging for the D. He grabs the condom, and I climb on top. As I'm mid-ride, I feel a certain wetness on my toes, and I'm thinking, oh, Mike is hella flexible, sucking toes and shit. I open my eyes, and it's his big-ass dog, Hercules. I let out a scream and he's banished back to his kennel. Seeing how long it's been, we didn't let that stop us. We get back to business, and as he's about to come, Mike takes the condom off and I start sucking his dick and he comes in my mouth, cause sputters and quivers, and he eats fairly... Wait, what? Because spitters are quitters, and he eats fairly healthy. I know that's fucking right. We fall asleep and wake up early in the morning and decide to complete a quickie round 2. And this time he busts on my ass. Oh. So it was definitely not the night I expected to have, but I'm glad I ran into Mike and hope it's not another 5 years before we run into each other again. Sincerely, my pussy finally had the cobwebs dusted off. Ow! Cardi B voice. I've included some pictures for reference. Hey, girl. She included the damn dog. Oh, it's a big old German Shepherd. What does nigga look like?
Look at Hercules.
Oh wait, this one she got her new bob.
Y'all, the girl sent pictures of her, the nigga, and Hercules.
Okay.
He don't look like he be busting it down like that, but
he don't.
He did.
You just never know.
Sometimes
what would you do
you're fooled.
if a dog started sucking on your toes?
I would be mad because
I would too.
I too have a dog, and I don't keep her in the kennel when I'm home. But like, if I see her, you know, staring or trying to like get close, she kind of knows now. Like if I'm fucking, she'll just go under the bed or just like go somewhere. Like it's very awkward, but you have to like let them know stop. With big dogs, I guess it's a little different because big dogs be like, I'm gonna look.
But and I dare you to say something.
Yeah, and but if the dog is
off.
like that, put the dog up. I do feel weird when animals just be looking at you, just like.
I don't care about them looking, but they need to be away. Like they can watch. I don't care. I like being watched, but I don't want them to be able to suck on my damn toes. Especially because, like, I have yet to be to a guy's house that has a small dog. They always have, like, a pit bull, a German shepherd, one of them other big-ass dogs, something that's too damn big to fit in a purse.
Put him away.
And he probably got funky breath.
Yeah, and he's ready to get some type of bodily fluid or some panties.
You want to jump
how
on
dogs
you.
love grabbing panties. I used to have a dog that would grab my panties and like go put them in the most public area of the house, and you wouldn't see it until you have people over and everyone's like, whose drawers are these? Dogs, I love dogs, but they do get on my nerves. But Shy is pretty good. She's a girl dog, so she's kind of like, she'd be like, okay, bitch, you can dig down. Let me go under this bed real quick.
What if you could use one program for all your health and weight loss needs? No more hunting for training apps or workouts or calorie trackers and meal plans. Plus, add a goal specialist and a community of members to keep you motivated and accountable. And it's like a workout bestie all in one place. Noom has helped me to recognize what's going on in my day-to-day life that makes me feel like I can't do anything else when I get home from work, or what's keeping me in the bed over the amount of time that I really want to be in the bed that's interfering with me working out, that's interfering with me making healthier choices with my meals and budgeting my time, budgeting my day, everything. I'm just doing a better job because my goal specialist is keeping me accountable. You can go out. You don't have to worry about the temptation because you're making small choices every day that's going to help you reach your goal. It's not one of those things where you have to go cold turkey and you get all stressed out and overwhelmed. That's been why a lot of the diets and apps and things that I've tried in the past didn't work. Noom is so much more helpful. Based in psychology, Noom teaches you why you do the things you do and arms you with the tools to break the bad habits and replace them with better ones. No food is good, bad, or off limits. Noom teaches moderation and can be used in conjunction with many pre-existing popular diets if you want. I personally like what it can do in conjunction with keto. And we're all strapped for time. Noom just asks you to commit 10 minutes a day for yourself. You're human. If you go off track, there's no shaming, just tips to help you get back on track tomorrow. You don't have to change it all in one day. Small steps make big progress. Sign up for your trial today at Noom, Noom.com/cocktails. What do you have to lose? Just visit Noom.com/cocktails to start your trial today. That's Noom.com/cocktails, the last weight loss program you'll need. We all have our nightly routines. Maybe you watch your favorite show, put on a face mask, scroll through Instagram, listen to cocktails. But if your me time routine has gotten stale, Dipsea Stories can help re-spark your imagination. Dipsea is an audio app full of short, sexy stories and guided sessions designed to turn you on. Each story is created with women in mind. They're relatable and immersive. And there's something for everyone, whether you're into men, women, or maybe both at the same time. Find stories about strangers meeting on the beach in Mexico, or seeing that ex you can't stop thinking about on the subway, or a partner who wants to up the ante in the bedroom. And the guided sessions can help unlock new confidence or heighten intimacy with your partner. They add 3 brand new stories every week, so you'll always have more to explore. Whatever you're in the mood for, Dipsea always keeps it real and really hot. And for listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering a 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/cocktails. That's COCKTALES. That's a 30-day free trial when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/COCKTALES. dipseastories.com/cocktails. Is there something that interferes with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals? If so, BetterHelp Online Counseling is there for you. BetterHelp offers licensed professional counselors who are specialized in issues such as depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, sleeping, trauma, anger, family conflicts, LGBT matters, grief, self-esteem, and more. Connect with your professional counselor in a safe and private online environment. Anything you share is confidential and it's so convenient. You can now get help at your own time and at your own pace. You can schedule secure video or phone sessions plus chat and text with your therapist. If you're not happy with your counselor, you can request a new one at any time at no additional charge. Best of all, it's truly an affordable option. And for Cocktails listeners, get 10% off your first month with discount code COCKTALES, COCKTALES. So why not get started today? Go to betterhelp.com/cocktails. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor you'll love. That's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/cocktails.
This one is subjected groceries.
Okay.
Thank you. So, she says, "Hey, loves, I love you ladies. Please keep me anonymous." People be so serious. Keep me anonymous. So, I ate man booty for the first time, and I love that shit. So I wake up around 2 a.m. because I went to sleep super early the night before. Don't you hate that? I do. I go to the kitchen to get something to drink, and I realize that my man is still awake in the living room straightening up after doing work because he never sleeps. We talk a little bit about why he's up and make our way to the bedroom. At first, we're talking about life, complaining about annoying people. Then we slip into reminiscing. He tells me about when he first saw me, how he felt, how he always wanted me and didn't have the courage to speak up. Mind you, we've known each other for like 8 years, but we've been dating for going on 2 years now.
Okay.
He looks me deep in my eyes and kisses my lips softly, caressing my face and biting my lower lip. That shit sent chills down my spine. He uses his strong hands to grip my back and pull me closer. still gently kissing me, sucking on my bottom lip, and now kissing my neck. I'm in fucking bliss, sis. I'm grinding my pussy on his leg, and I feel his dick rock hard as it thumps against my thigh. Now my mouth is watering. I force my way on top and start to kiss him from his neck down, slowly gliding my tongue down his body. I lightly run my nails down his side along his chiseled V-line. I was about to say V-line. And I watch him squirm as I slip his dick into my mouth. Girl! I start to get to work. I'm sucking his dick, deep throating it, and all of that. I don't know what type of nigga. I don't know what came over me, but I go down to his balls, sucking and slurping. In the back of my mind, I think, let me just see something real quick. I start to lick the gooch a little. If y'all know what the gooch is, it's that little piece of meat between the booty and like the balls. Then I come up and suck. Because I know he's not the type of nigga to be down for some shit like that. I go back down and spread his legs. I couldn't believe he let me even do that. So I lick down and down. It's funny because when you're doing that to somebody that's not used to it, you do be looking like, is he going to punch me? And down as I stroke his cock. And sooner than later, I'm at the booty. I can hear his moans get louder. He keeps saying, oh shit, baby. You so fucking nasty. I tell him to jerk his dick while I go to town on that ass. It had to be 20 seconds later. I hear a loud grunt and a stream of warm porcelain nut run down the side of my face. Y'all descriptive today. Y'all zane today. Like the most I've seen him nut in about a month. I get up, clean up, and lay back down. He wraps his body around me in the fetal position and says, I don't know what got into you tonight, baby. It must be the Cocktales podcast you be listening to. Laughing my ass off. I laughed and my night was made. Thank you, ladies. Thanks, Kiki, for giving a girl tips on how to take care of that ass. First of all, I'm starting to feel like we need to get fucking paid for making people's sex lives better than ours.
Like a little, what is it called? Huh?
Royalties. I want royalties.
Restitution is what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Because we don't.
You're welcome, girl.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you had a good time.
Sharing
is caring.
That's inspiring. Like, whoa. I know we always say we're not professionals, but maybe it's the professionals that actually don't know what they're fucking talking about.
They be trying. This is the thing I think about professionals, even from like the sex therapist that we had on the show. I forget her name, but anyway, even from the sex therapist, sometimes I think that they look at people like subjects as opposed to real people.
And being real.
I need some practical advice. And I think that people, when they get advice, they also have a hard time, especially when they're trying something super new, how to put their own twist on it. So it's like, we're already just regular people. We put our own twist on what we think we want to try. And then we tell y'all, and hopefully y'all know, okay, I ain't doing all that, but I can do this and I'm going to see how it works for me. And the people in therapy will be like, well, no, don't do that. This is how you need to do it. A, B, C, and D. And life don't work like that.
Yeah.
You got to have some practical solutions.
You do have to have some practical solutions. Like,
maybe I should go to school and be a sex therapist.
Could you imagine if we actually became sex therapists and we had a whole little cute office and we were in the same office, same building, different offices. And it was like, we're here to, get therapy from the Cocktales girls, and some come to you, some come to me. Could you imagine? First of all, you would hear people cracking up in the goddamn offices.
Okay, we'd have to be in a something with maybe like some tech firm, something a little loose.
We have a little bar, and we have little fake meaty booties. Like, we have all the fake private parts. Like, there's some dicks, there's some bitches, there's a booty. And we're like, okay, this is how I be eating booty. You could try to eat the booty like this, or show me how you want to do it.
Actually, I have one in my drawer. You want to try it? I can give you some pointers. Tell you how it's looking. You want me to record it?
Yeah.
And we can record it on your phone. I don't need it. This is just so you can go watch the film. And like you can for football.
And you can see if you're concerned about how you look and that affects your performance. We can talk about that too.
How it looks does affect
it
your
matters.
performance.
Let me tell you something. One time I was sucking somebody's dick and he said, you looked so good doing it. That's what made me come. He was like, it wasn't even that it was like you were sucking my dick. It felt good, but it was like the way you were doing it, how you looked like you enjoyed it, and then your hair just kind of like fell and you still looked good. And you can't look good all the time. But every now and then you need to remind.
You got to let them know. I can do it when I want to.
Hey, look.
Okay.
You got a
Might have
real
been
one.
looking dusty for 3 weeks straight, but here I am and I'm ready to show up and show out like we about to film for Vixen porn. Okay?
What's up?
Okay. Well, I won't read anymore.
What time is it?
8:35.
Okay.
So we can go ahead. That's it for the cocktails today. We can move on to Indecisive Diane.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Okay. All right, Diane. All right, Diane. So what cute little date idea do you have for us this week?
Hey ladies, it's me, Indecisive Diane. And let me tell you, I have this place. It's on Peter Street. It may not be the cutest, and their service may not be the best, but they have amazing soul foods. They open at 12 noon. They close at midnight. Here's the deal. I kind of wanted to give you ladies something for maybe if you go on a date with somebody who's on a budget, but you still want a little hookah, you still want to have some alcohol, you still want to hear good music, and you want to have fun. Everybody can't have money.
Well, Diane, let's not make a habit of this.
Okay, ladies. So it's called Escobar Restaurant and Tapas. It's owned by the rapper 2 Chainz. You're gonna go here. You're gonna have fun. And you just tell us how you liked it.
What's the address, girl?
The address is 327 Peter Street, Southwest Atlanta, Georgia, 30313. I suggest you Uber. If you don't, lock your doors and put all of your valuables in your trunk.
Okay, girl. Thank you.
Bye, ladies.
Like your trunk.
Well, we're back.
Okay, so we're back, and now it's time for the advice. So if you have questions for us, make sure you send it to askcocktales. That's askcocktales @gmail.com, and maybe we'll read it on the show. Okay, so I have one up. The subject line just says, I think my boyfriend is a bum.
Oh, man.
I know, right? Okay. Hey, ladies, I'm sorry this is long, but I don't think I could get the point across without the details. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Initially, when we went on dates, he would pay for everything and be very gentlemanlike. He also would book us hotel rooms so we could have staycations. We had some intimacy issues in the beginning, but once we figured things out, the sex was great. At that, we were less than an hour away from each other. Little by little, we started going Dutch because he wasn't making as much money. The staycations also stopped unless I got a hotel room for us. Since it was rare I could afford a hotel room, a lot of times he'd come to my place because he lives at home with his family. About a year ago, I got a great job opportunity and moved 3 hours away. Before taking the job, I consulted with him to see how this will affect our relationship. He assured me that we would be fine and he'd move where I am in about 6 months. His car can't make the trip, so I've been going to pick him up and taking him back about 2 times a month. Oh,
that's a lot.
That is a lot. Okay.
And I actually feel sad.
During his visits, we'd have little to no sex. Okay, now I feel sad. I done drove 6 hours and I got to drive another 6? And we not fucking? Okay.
We broke.
Okay, I expressed how bummed out I am, so he said he'd get a better car so he can come my way. Fast forward 2 months after that, he got a better car. I was thinking, great, now you can come see me, but my boyfriend didn't seem so enthused. Later, I suggested that he drive up and stay for the week like we usually do, but he said he can't. I asked why, and he said he can only drive it on weekends. Why, you ask? Because the car technically belongs to his dad until he pays it off. I was so frustrated at this point. I think we're good together and I love him, in love with him actually, but I can't help but think I'm leveling up and he's staying stagnant. Do you guys think keeping him around is going to begin to bring me down, or should I continue to encourage him and try to bring him up? Sincerely, bum lover.
The crazy thing is, okay, I don't know if he's a bum. To me, a bum is he's not
doing anything
to try to do anything to better his life. And I don't really know. Did she go into that? Not really.
She just said he wasn't making as much money.
And if he's not trying to level up, then I would honestly say, like, I'm still not going to call him a bum, but I'm not going to wait around for that. I look at some people's success stories and the women that stuck around with them, and like I always say J. Cole, because he was trying to make something happen and his girl stayed with him and it actually happened. Like, a lot of artists and creative people have that type of story and the girls stay down. I personally am not that woman, and I wish I could be. I do. I'm not. I can't do it. But I think that you should go. I think you should go, because when you start to feel like this, you want to go. If you're feeling like you want to take vacations and you're kind of like putting your life on hold because he doesn't have it together right now, it's okay if you don't want to go through the rough stage with him. It's okay. I'm not saying you got to kick that nigga while he's down, but if you don't want to go through it with him, you don't have to. And sometimes I think as Black women, we make ourselves feel like we have to go through the brokenness with you, and you don't have to do it.
Just like he don't have to stay with you if you stay with him through the brokenness, and then he does level up, and then he can put your ass to the curb and get somebody else who he feels like is better than you or whatever. He may begin to resent you. You just never know. I think you got to think about how you feel right now, because everybody doesn't make it. Yeah. I don't want to call him a bum either. He could be. I ain't saying that neither, but he could be. I think you should assess the situation. Like, is he trying, and is this a rough patch, or am I seeing a pattern of this man doesn't want to try and he's just cool with staying where he is? Like, how does he feel about his current position? Because it seems like he might be okay with it, but you didn't really give a ton of details. I don't know. But what's going to happen if you stay with him just basing off of this email, you're going to resent him later. Especially if, whether he levels up or not, if things don't work out, you're going to be like, I wasted these years. And you're going to be like, oh, girl, talking about she wasted her whole years. Mm-hmm. You don't want to do that, sis. You already got one foot out the door, and you can still be his friend, and you can still be there to encourage him if you don't mind. But I think you should have an honest conversation with him and let him know this is becoming too much. Mm-hmm. And, I need to see some changes, or I gotta go, because it's just too much on me. You're doing a lot of the work to make the relationship part of it happen in real life. And you driving and not fucking? Fuck that. That first trip, I would have been like, oh, ooh. I don't know if you fucking somebody in wherever the fuck you live or what, but you're gonna have to keep fucking her, because I'm tired of this. I done drove all these hours. I done had 6 Red Bulls and 2 espresso shots on the way. Yeah. I'm motherfucking tired, and my heart is about to burst. I'm not literally from a heart attack.
She was
from all this caffeine. I'm OD'd. I'm peeing and shit. My pee stinks now. It just smells like caffeine and coffee and shit. Yeah, now I got an attitude, and I'm mad for you. I'm sorry you had to drive. That's a long. Ooh.
And another thing, just so you know, you taking yourself out of y'all's equation, it could be good for him. He might get it together.
Mm-hmm. It might be something to encourage his ass.
Yeah, it might be. Like, I honestly feel like
leave his ass.
Yeah, leave. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, girl.
Okay, next one.
Okay, so I had one printed out that I forgot to read last week. Okay, so she says, okay, I'll be quick. Call me Whitley. I met my Dwayne. Physically everything I want. 6'9", 275 pounds. He works, has businesses, owns his home, 3 cars, 2 kids, divorced. Me, I'm 5'3", 1 kid, own a home, and working up the corporate ladder. Also, I'm a writer. Y'all really got y'all shit together. Anyways, when we are together, it's perfect. I don't require too much. Sex is cool. He loves to eat the kitty all the time, but he isn't packing, but gets the job done. However, he wants a polyamorous relationship. He didn't ask me, but that's what he's into. So we planned a threesome, and I'm stuck because it's not enough penis to go around. I'm torn, and I don't want to do it. Oh, and I don't know what to do. Should I try a simple threesome, see how that goes, or should I leave my Dwayne to find his different world? Here is the complicated part. Even though the dick is small, the head is perfect. I'm starting to catch feelings. So run now or have fun, then run. Live, love, laugh. Girl, you really wrote that. That was good. I mean, y'all don't live together.
You don't.
You're not talking about marriage. I personally am going to say have the fun.
Have
and then
fun.
run.
I've just been in a mood to tell everybody, just have some fun.
And if it's not enough dick to go around, let him fuck her.
And eat your pussy.
Yeah, and eat your pussy. And you maybe have a toy on deck and you fuck with the girl and let him fuck her. Let her get that little peen.
Okay. No need to be busting it wide open spreading it a little bit if it's not a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fun, girl.
Have
Try
fun
it out.
and then go away.
Okay. Let me do one more advice. Where did I put that one? Okay, advice, please. Hey, ladies, I need your help. This might be a little long, but I will try to shorten it. Okay, so I've been crushing on this girl for a long time. She is so sexy to me and checks all the boxes. And she's a lesbian. This will make sense for later on in the story. Only thing is, I've never been with a woman before other than kiss one on a drunken night. Anyway, me and let's call her Ashley have flirted back and forth for a while. We get a little touchy at times, but nothing more than that. But one night I was so drunk that I straight up told her, I want you.
Oh.
I love telling people that. Okay. So Ashley goes on to say that she doesn't think I'm gay and that me and her fucking can't be a one-time thing. I know that's fucking right, girl. Let her know from the jump. Now, mind you, I'm already drunk and I'm trying to figure out why is this moment so serious. Either way, we're fucking or we're not. So sis is still talking to me about how she can only fuck me if I promise to only fuck with girls from that point on. Oh God. Now I'm kind of confused because sis knows that I like men. So at this point, I'm over the situation. I told her that I'm gonna head out. I asked her one more time if she was sure about her requirements because I can't promise not to fuck with men. Like, what the hell? So she hit me with good night. So my question is, did I play myself? Because now I feel stupid for being vulnerable with her, and not to mention I have this huge crush on her. Please help.
Well, first I just want to point out, on a serious note, I don't ever feel like anyone should feel stupid for being vulnerable with anyone. I've really been learning that about life lately. Like, even if somebody does play the fuck out of you, and even if you do look stupid and like a weak bitch, I feel like vulnerability is important to make sure that you know how to exercise because it's a part of life. I feel like when a human can be vulnerable with me in times that I've been vulnerable with other people, that it says a lot about your character. You're showing how you really feel. I forgot the rest. I'm sorry. I don't
Oh my God. Okay. So here's the thing. I think that the girl that you wanted to fuck, she was just being straight up with you from the jump. I read that as, bitch, I'm clingy. We about to go together. The stereotype is the lesbians be having a U-Haul on the second date ready to move in together. So she just letting you know, first of all, bitch, I know you over there dabbling with men. Just like some women don't want to be with bisexual men because they like, okay, are you going to leave me for another man? She probably like, sis, you going to leave me for a man? Like, do you really like women? A lot of lesbian women oftentimes feel like straight girls are just trying to play around and stuff.
Get their pussy ate.
Yeah, and she's like, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that over here because I already know I'm gonna go ring shopping this weekend and we're about to be together. We're about to meet each other's families. Life is about to come at you fast. And if you're not ready for that, I just need to know now. And you can't be fucking these dicks. They're dirty. I don't want any of that in me. I just, And so I don't think that you should feel stupid for feeling vulnerable. You didn't play yourself because it could have turned into a situation that you didn't want. Seemed like she was looking for something, even if it wasn't a relationship, something that was going to be maybe an ongoing thing because she said it's not going to be one time, and you just wanted to test the waters. You got to find another girl that's like you, want to try it out, you know, maybe, or somebody who's just in their whole phase. She don't seem like she's in her whole phase. Don't feel bad about asking her to, you know, have sex. And good luck to you on your girl experiences because they are fun. I hope you have one day. Okay, do you have another one?
Advice? Oh shit, let me pull it up. I didn't even have the advice emails open because I forgot. This is another advice. The subject line is, do big niggas need love too? Hey Kiki and Medina. I was put on by a YouTuber. A shout out to Ashley Devana. And whoo child, y'all get me through my day. And those cocktails y'all be sharing and reading, keep it up, ladies. And I'm so glad there are women out there who can speak so openly about sexual things to a big platform. I fuck with it. Now let's get into it. So, this may seem long as fuck, but it's worth it. I have been talking, mingling, and all good shit with this guy for about 2 months. Everything was going great. But then, boom, the sex comes into play. Now, this is my first big guy I ever let fuck me. And, oh, child, do I semi-regret it. Okay. So we booked one of those hourly rooms at the Palace Inn. I did that one time. I feel like a prostitute.
What is the Palace Inn?
It wasn't the Palace Inn, but it was an hourly room where you take prostitutes. And we get in the room and immediately we sit on the bed. He starts grabbing my ass, kissing me, etc. So then we lay back and he starts sucking on my titties, and then he proceeds to take off my panties, the ones I bought with him from Victoria's Secret. He then starts licking my clit, and I mean lizard licking my clit. I'm the type of chick who wants you to lick, suck every part of my vagina plus some finger action. Get me wet. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this nigga had gum in his mouth the whole time. That shit was a turnoff and very nasty. The dick was okay for a big nigga. It wasn't small, but it was skinny nigga big dick. Wait, but it was skinny nigga big dick either. I don't actually know what she meant.
Maybe she meant it wasn't like a skinny nigga with a big dick. It was a big nigga with a skinny dick.
Maybe she meant that. But the whole time, I was not into it. And of course, a nigga can tell. Can they? But my question to you ladies is, should I fuck him again and just give him pointers? That way we both can feel good? Or should I just say fuck him and ghost his big ass? Please help. P.S. He's my boyfriend, by the way. And I'm going to ATL for a weekend without him, so I have time to reconcile my thoughts. Best regards, missing a skinny nigga, big dick.
I cannot. P.S. He's my boyfriend, though. What
do we say? Like, you can't.
I'm gonna say no. You can't ghost him. You can't just drop him. Give him some pointers, and you don't play him just because he big. That's your big nigga. The fuck?
Let me tell you something. I used to fuck with a big nigga.
I wouldn't mind.
I did at first. I'm not gonna lie. I was judgy at first. Like, I made him take me on the most extravagant dates and spend a lot of money. And then finally one night he was like, "Just come over, let's chill." And I was like, "All right." I go over there and chill. He fucked the shit out of me. Ate my pussy like he was eating a goddamn Big Mac. And I was fucking with him. I went crazy. I think I told that story. I jumped over the fence and because he wouldn't let me in the gate at the apartment, and he was a big nigga. And I was like,
how big?
He was big. He was big.
Okay.
He was big enough to, like, when he would lay on me, I was like, anything could happen. My ribs could collapse. I could suffocate. It was a lot. And so, but he knew he had to, like, perform above and beyond. So maybe you just need to tell him that.
Yeah, just tell him.
I
and
need
check
more.
Your performance too. Make sure that you was, you can't do the same shit with one size person as another, because some shit just don't translate.
Yeah.
And get out of your head and get over this big thing. But if you're gonna keep trying to play him just because he's big, don't ghost him. But you need to move on, because it just seems like you're going to be taking shots at him, and that's not cool.
That's not nice. Have a conversation. See if y'all can communicate and successfully communicate what y'all both want and need, because like Kiki said, you might not be performing well either. And see, do it again. See how it goes. And if it don't work, then, like, don't ghost him, but end the relationship, because that's your whole ass boyfriend. By the way, that's my boyfriend. Well, I thought this was just a nigga. He done took you to the hourly hotel.
Right? Why were y'all at the hourly hotel? That's more... Why did she say they went there?
She didn't say why.
They just went.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
There's that.
Right. Okay, so that's it for the advice. Remember, if you want to send in advice, send it to askcocktales@gmail.com. And I lied to y'all at the beginning of the show. We're actually out of time for this session because we have a guest. So you'll have to tune in next week to hear our real cocktails. Oh. And I think you will enjoy the guest as well. So that's it. Sorry. Sending your cocktails to cocktails.atl@gmail.com. We don't have all night. We got an hour left. Bye.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the drive. Bye. 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 Bye.
Population.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
Wait on the track. Wait on the track.